right, so I'm gonna try to turn some of these regular OSO collars and a pair of these generic Amazon collars into magnetic collars so I can stick them to the side of my rig and I don't have to hang them in front of my change plates. It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of annoying and it'd be cool to have that. I just don't want to pay $65 for a pair of OSO collars with magnets in them. I got these itty bitty magnets. You can kind of see them right there. Very small. I might have undershot. They actually might be too little to actually hold the collars to the rig, we'll see. But I thought maybe if I got them little enough, you can kind of see there's an indentation on these. I was hoping I was going to be able to just slightly sit them in there and get them to work, but they stick out over the top. I've seen a couple of people do it where they just glue or tape the magnets to the collars. I don't like that look, and I also think with how often I'm doing like Olympic lifts and dropping the weights, they're gonna pop off. So we'll hopefully be able to put a couple of holes in these collars and recess them and then glue them in there. And we'll just have to see how it works. I still have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to end up having to replace the magnets, but let's see what I can make happen. So the first thing I'm gonna do is on the sides, away from my clamp here, I'm gonna take this and make a little punch that'll guide my drill bit when I actually go to drill down to make these things stick. That one is off, but probably will work. That one's about perfect. Let me see if I can get this one a little better. Much better. Yeah, you can see it there. I've got the little guides that'll help my bit nest in just the right spot to hopefully be able to put these magnets in. Now I just gotta find the right bit. Here, let me show you this stack of magnets here. This bit is just a hair smaller, just a little itty bit smaller than these magnets in diameter. My hope is that it's just tight enough that I can slightly tap them in with a hammer. And so when I go to put a little glue down in there to help, it'll help keep them snug, but hopefully the friction from the aluminum will keep them in there. And if I'm real lucky, I'll be able to tap the edges and get the aluminum to nest them in there completely. And then I don't have to worry about the glue failing, because when you drop a bar, you're getting a lot of sharp knocks on it, and super glue is kind of brittle. So when you bang something that's glued together and you get a lot of vibrations through it, it can pop loose. But we will try. So I've got a couple of holes in there. I think I've got them down far enough. Now, if these have any kind of warranty, I definitely just voided it, but they may become more useful, so whatever. And I only paid $10 for them. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's at just a bit of an angle, but I think I can tap that in there. Oh, let me see what I have. Oh yeah, that's nice. Well, I didn't think that through. You know, this is magnetic, so I'm stupid. Oh geez, now I've got glue all over my fingers. All right, see that? It's sitting in there pretty good. It's a little far down. I'm hoping that it'll still grab. No telling for sure. Not super happy with how messy that turned out. Honestly, I should probably try hot glue. It's a little more bouncy, can handle vibration a little bit better. But I think first, I'm gonna see if I can't drill the other ones with the other one. The other ones with the other one, that makes sense. The other ones with the slightly smaller bit. Okay, so now I've got the magnets in. They're slightly recessed. I'm gonna let that dry while I drill another one and see what I can make happen. So now, try the same thing, except this time I made the holes just a little narrower in diameter. So we'll see if these work. The question is, how do I get it in there? I didn't think that through. It's close. It's real close, but I think I'm gonna have to stick with the big one and glue. So I just may end up needing to get better glue than super glue for this. A little bit of glue. Probably use too much. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Close. Ah, that's nice. Okay. So that sticks out just a little tiny bit, but I don't mind it really. Man, that one came out real nice. No. Here's my concern with this one. The hinge mechanism is right here. So theoretically I could put one there. I don't really want to put them here. There, it might work, but I can't really put it there because I got to, actually, one second. So I'm just gonna try to over tighten these a little because it's not in one of the parts that's moving really. I just want them to sink down a little bit without accidentally breaking it. Okay, still works fine. So then all I'm gonna do, this will never, ever come apart again. Now I've got just a little bit of glue on those screw heads. So then I just gotta slide the magnets in place. No, that's not moving. Okay, so now I've got two magnets in there. All right, I'm gonna let all this dry and then I'll see if it works. Here's these guys. Just recess the screws a little bit. That glue's still not quite dry, so I'm not ready to test that out. Now, I think this one came out really, really well. They're almost flush. I think they're gonna stay in there no problem, and because they're so close to the surface, I think it's gonna stick to the rack without any issue. Same with this one. Kinda wish I would've done it on that side. I didn't pay enough attention to notice the lettering right away. These ones stick out a little bit more. So these guys, I mean, I get the holes about perfect on that. This one's really recessed. I have my doubts whether that's gonna stick at all. Whoa, magnet fell out. So this, this one's already got problems. Oh, I need to repair this one, but they aren't quite as recessed. I must have flipped that over without looking. Now let me fix this real quick. So I need to let that dry fully, so I'm probably gonna give it like half an hour or so. Part of the reason it's taking so long to dry is I'm using the gel type of super glue. It's a little easier to control where it goes, but it takes longer to dry. So I will be back in 15, 20, 30 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes, so the glue theoretically will be dry. This will either be pretty neat or a complete disaster. So do it the cheap Amazon one first. That's pretty cool. This one I think is gonna stick too, just because they're so close to the surface. So it sticks, but it also slides. Kind of works. Now, if that one's doing that, I don't think this one's gonna work at all. I would be very surprised if it sticks, honestly. Hey! Okay, so this one's a problem. They're a pretty similar weight. I thought maybe this one was heavier, but this one, I wonder if it's this one's so smooth. and the little added friction on this works. I'm annoyed with that. I'll find a way to fix it. Wonder if it'd stick better to this. That's interesting. Okay. All in all, I'd call this project a success, especially with the cheaper Amazon collars. They stick really well, even with the small magnets. And I'm really happy with how it worked on the OSO collars too. It's just a shame I bought too small of magnets for them, but they recessed really well. They were super easy to drill. The magnets fit in there real nice, so I think that's gonna be really nice once I get the right size magnet. And honestly, I'm gonna retrofit all of my collars like this, and I'm just now looking around the gym thinking what else I can slap magnets on.